Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino hates his job. And we know he hates his job because he is now going on Fox News every 4 or 5 days, telling the world how much he hates his job and how it's basically cost him everything to join the Trump administration. A week and a half ago, of course, Bongino went on Fox and Friends where he whined about, I'm separated from my wife, which I think he just means geographically, not necessarily that his wife has left him. But he kind of made it sound like his wife left him because he accidentally slipped and said, we're divorced. I mean, we're separated. And at that time he said, I don't like the job. Oh, I miss my podcast. I miss doing things and not being in an office where I stare at 4 walls all day, which is what he said. And in order to continue to prove that he is just a giant crybaby and not the big tough guy that he has built his entire media career upon, he went on Sean Hannity's program last week and whined that he has no friends, but he totally doesn't want any friends, by the way. I don't have any, and I don't even want any. Seems like a lot of work. But here's what Bongino says now. If you are engaged in behavior and you know what you're doing, we're going to find you. I promise, no one is going to get off. The days of selecting and putting your partisan bias on and taking care of your friends, those days are over. Now, I'm sure there's some context there that was not included in this article, but I don't even want to know. I would just rather assume that you're crazy from that statement. But then he continues, you know what, Sean? I don't have any friends. I don't want any friends. Well, maybe outside of you and a couple of, I don't care. I didn't come here for the money. I didn't come here to make friends. I don't give a damn about friends. I don't have any friends. I don't want any friends. I got my wife. I got you, and I got a small crew of people. So here's what happened. And this is why the context of the first part of that quote doesn't matter. Because he's basically like, we're going to find you, and you can't hide behind your friends. And speaking of friends, I don't have any. I don't want any. But I don't have any, but I don't want any. He said it twice. So as soon as he mentioned the word friends, right, that triggered something inside of him. He suddenly realized as he says the word friends that those are things I don't have.